Chapter 1. The Whispering Woods. In the heart of the mystical world of Aurelia, magic pulsed through the land like a living breath. Vast forests, snow-covered peaks, and golden deserts were home to 5 mighty kingdoms, each with its own splendor and scars. The balance of power in Aurelia was precarious, resting on centuries-old treaties and fragile alliances. But everything began to unravel the day a young woman named Solara Ravenshadow discovered her destiny. Solara lived in the village of Erinda, a quiet settlement on the edge of the Whispering Woods, known for their ancient magic. Orphaned as a child, she was raised by the village healer, Mevin, who had always warned her never to venture too far into the forest. But Solara had a restless heart and a peculiar connection to the woods. She often felt the trees whispering to her, their words just beyond understanding. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the skies in hues of fire, Solara felt the forest calling her like never before. Drawn by an unseen force, she ventured deep into the woods. There, in a clearing bathed in an ethereal glow, she discovered an ancient stone altar. Resting atop it was a blackened tome, bound in what looked like dragonhide, its cover etched with glowing runes. As Solara reached out, the tome pulsed with life, and an unseen force surged into her veins. Memories not hers, but of another life flooded her mind. She saw visions of a powerful woman, a queen who wielded magic so great it could shatter kingdoms. Her name was Morrigan Drevith, the last witch queen, whose reign ended in betrayal and death centuries ago. Solara collapsed as the visions ended, clutching the tome to her chest. When she awoke, she was no longer the same. The dormant magic within her had awakened, and the quiet life she knew was about to be torn asunder. Chapter 2. The Flames of War. News of Solara's awakening spread quickly, carried on the magical currents that connected the kingdoms. In Serenthia, the kingdom of towering spires and golden knights, King Alaric Veldarin declared her a threat, citing ancient prophecies that spoke of a witch queen rising to plunge the world into chaos. In Solhara, the sun-scorched desert, the Mage Council debated whether to capture her or destroy her outright. The council's leader, Archmage Alarone Solstice, was unyielding in his belief that Solara was too dangerous to live. But not everyone saw Solara as a threat. In the elven kingdom of Elderween, nestled within the Silverleaf Forest, the seers foretold that Solara could be a beacon of hope, destined to unite the fractured kingdoms. Among them was Lyric Evensong, a young elven mystic who believed in Solara's potential. He set out to find her, hoping to guide her through the storm that was sure to follow. As Solara tried to make sense of her newfound powers, the world around her began to unravel. Cerinthian soldiers, led by Captain Erinda Valen, marched into her village under the guise of investigating heresy. When Solara refused to surrender, they set the village ablaze, forcing her to flee. Solara fought back with her newfound magic, but her control was still raw. She summoned fire and lightning, reducing the Cerinthian forces to ash, but at a terrible cost. Her home was gone, and her people scattered. Amidst the chaos, a mysterious knight named Kellyan Darkbane appeared, a former commander from Valkarion, the kingdom of warriors. Kellyan had deserted his post after witnessing the horrors of endless war. Drawn to Solara's plight, he offered his blade and his loyalty. Though wary at first, Solara accepted his help, knowing she couldn't face the world's wrath alone. Chapter 3. The Alliance of Shadows. Solara, Kellyan, and a small group of survivors fled north toward Elderwine, hoping to find refuge among the elves. Along the way, they encountered Veron Duskbane, a necromancer from the shadowy realm of Dreadmar, where the dead were said to walk alongside the living. Veron claimed he sought to protect Solara, recognizing her as the heir to Morrigan's legacy. Though Callian distrusted him, Solara saw value in Veron's knowledge of magic. She allowed him to join their group, but his motives remained suspect. As they journeyed deeper into Elderwine, they were ambushed by Cerinthian forces led by Captain Valen. The battle was fierce, with Solara unleashing waves of magic that turned the forest into a battlefield of fire and shadow. Lyric Evensong arrived just in time, his elven magic weaving barriers of light to protect Solara's group. The battle ended in victory, but not without loss. Many of Solara's allies fell, and the whispers of doubt grew louder in her mind. Was she truly destined to save Aurelia, or was she a harbinger of destruction?